Hello everyone, welcome to the live streams of Global Trade Live. So today is 8th of June and right now we are in pre-New York session here. So let me just share this link over. Alright. So GBP JPY looks like it just came down over here, and if we look at in the 4-hour time frame over here, yesterday yesterday the market was right here and we were expecting a downward move, so we took a sell trade yesterday, but market it went up and it this becomes a fake out for yesterday, and market just went up all the way up, respected this level from the left, and it starts to come down now. So this 4-hour current candle just broke the low of the previous 4-hour candle, and now it's kind of coming down. And if we switch to the smaller time frames, then we have a look like this over here. So what I'm expecting is that to continue moving down, GBP JPY should be retracing back a little bit, and when it retraces back a little bit, so it should be retracing back around this blue line over here. So once we get a resistance formed at this point, I'll be going short in GBP JPY, because now we know that as this candle is breaking the lows of the previous candles and heading towards this zone over here, so it should be falling down, and that's the whole idea for this trade. And in case of gold, so I was expecting to execute a trade once this candle break this high over here, but I was not looking at the market at that time, so I just missed this trade over here. So now next idea for gold, let's go to the 4-hour in gold. So look at this here. So gold looks like it's rejecting this area and respecting this area as support, and it's now going far away from this support. So if we look at the bigger picture over here, then this is a high formed in gold, and what I'm thinking is that this should be continuing moving up at least to test this high again, and eventually it will be filling this wick over here. So I'll be looking for buys in gold only, and I think good buys will be above. Let's see here. Alright, so it's coming down, rejecting and respecting this area. I think good buys will be above this area over here. Yeah, I will be looking for buys above this area in gold, so that eventually market can go up to test this high again. In the 4-hour, gold is in buy according to me, because in the 4-hour it's just respecting that area. Sorry, yeah, in the 4-hour it's just respecting this area and rejecting this area, moving up. So as we look at the left, previously also gold rejected and respected this area and went all the way up to this level. So we know our target is 1908.99, but to reach that target, gold needs to fill this wick and test this high. So yeah, but if in case gold starts to go down and break the low of the previous 4-hour candle, that will change our bias to sells. But right now we are good, it's respecting that thing, and it's now leaving that area behind. So yeah, it can eventually form a support and go up. Okay, so let's look at the GBP JPY over here. Okay, GBP JPY is now rejecting that area, going all the way up. So now this candle should be closing below this zone over here and should be respecting this area, because if this candle closes above this area, then this will be a fake out move, because we can only sell GBP/JPY below 154.750. And good sells in GBP/JPY will be below 154.585, because we have this clean range all the way down to the left, so that's a pretty good range for us to trade. I think this should respect this area and turn back down. And in gold, let's just give some labeling over here. So this is a no trade zone. Good buys will be above this area over here. Sorry. And if we talk about sells in gold, let's see here. Sells in gold should be below 1891.29. So let's see. Yeah, so sells will be below this area. But the thing is, we don't have this range. Let's see how big is this range. Okay, this is a 20 pips range, pretty good. And yeah, so we can have sells below this area. So this is no trade zone, this is the area for buys, and this is the area for sells. Hello Nishal, how are you? Yeah, GBP JPY should fall. It should go down today. But we need to stay below 154.753. Happiness Fruits is saying, why not gold buy above 1985.50? 1985. Yeah, you can take buys above 1985, because 1985 is far away, so you can take execute buys above that area. But first we need to wait for the market to reach that area. Alright, let's just mark our high volume times here on the graph. So let's see. Okay, so this is pre-New York here. New York. Oops. Yeah. And this is NYSE open. So right now we are in the high volume time here. Let's mark the same in gold. Yesterday, let's see. Yesterday, there was no move in GJ. It just it did nothing yesterday. Alright, so gold just stuck here. Maybe it will respect the area here. Let's just draw this trend line. Okay, so that's why it's rejecting this area. Let's see here. Okay, so look, this 15-minute candle just closed above this area over here, but it closed below this zone. So once we get a bearish candle in 15 minutes in GJ, then I would say that on the next candle we can have a good opportunity to execute sells. But the thing is, by looking at the 1 hour here in GBP/JPY, it looks like it's just rejecting this area so much that it might be a problem for GJ to, go down again. So let's just wait and watch what the market will be doing. Please, can you repeat why not gold buy above 1895.50? Oh, yeah. Now you just gave me a right price. 1895.50. Okay, so this area over here you're talking about, let's just go to this area and I'll just explain why. So if you're planning to buy above when this candle flips up and breaks this own high, and you are planning to take a buy at that time, first you calculate the range. The range is 18.8 pips, so I would say range is okay. But the problem is your trade should be at this area. This was your trade. So the market already went up and you're planning to execute a trade near a resistance. And on the left, if you can see that the market just rejected this area here also, here also. So that will be a forced trade, I would say, because you did not execute a trade at the right time here. Look, I was also looking for buys in gold, and I was looking for buys in gold when this candle broke above this wick over here. So that was a right buy, but I missed that buy trade. If I would have just took this buy over here, I would have just completed my today's profit target around 10 pips or 12 pips, but I missed this trade. So I'm not planning to execute a trade at here or somewhere around here or here. No, I won't be executing that trade, because that will be a forced trade, and when you take a trade forcefully, you might end up losing. So just wait for another correct opportunity, like break above and close above 1897.19, then you can take a buy trade at that point. That will be a good buy, because you will be having your range, you will be having volume, and you will be going far away from this area, this area, this area. So, and you have this clean range over here. So I think that will be a good buy, and that will be a correct trade, even if you lose that trade. But the thing will be that You waited for a correct time and correct opportunity to grab the trade. But right here, I don't think so. Because look, the market is now rejecting this area. What if you would have just took a buy at this point and look now, the market just rejected this area and starts to flip down. And when we drew this trend line over here, we got to know that okay, so now it makes sense why the market is rejecting this area. So it might just come down now. So that's why, that's the thing, you should wait for the correct time and opportunity. No problem, you're welcome. Hello Abhishek, how are you? Okay, look, GJ just reversed all the way back. I think 1 hour candle, yeah, 1 hour candle is going up, 30-minute candle is about to close in 11 minutes here, and if this candle closes above this area, then this will be surely a fake out move, and then we should be getting ready for buys in GJ. Because if this is a fake out move, then 4 hour candle will be reversing back and starts to go up, but if not, then it should be reversing back down. So we need to wait for 10 more minutes to see what will happen. And in GBP JPY, this was the trade here. When this candle wigged up and break the low of the previous candle, I should have been just took a sell trade. Because look, the market was coming down. Leaving this area, coming down, rejecting, coming down, retracement. And when this candle turned out to be a sell candle and this candle break the low, I should have been took a sell trade, but I missed this one also because that was the time I was not online in the market, and so I was not there to take this trade. But I'll now wait for a good opportunity, because if we wait for the correct opportunity, then we will be getting a good opportunity. So from this point, the gold is kind of in a very delicate situation right now, and this from here it can just go anywhere, up, down, anywhere, because right now trend line is there and rejection is there. So with volume, if it pushes up, then it should be ending up closing above 1897.19, which is a good sign for buys. So let's see here in gold. Yeah, gold respecting the analysis. GJ is kind of confused here. So if this 4 hour candle, closes above this area, then this makes total sense here that we got a fake out yesterday. Now we are getting a huge rejection in 4 hour now, and that will be a sign that GJ should be, going up to this target over here at least, and after that this target, and after that this high over here finally. So yeah, because I think that GJ might just go up. Gold also, yeah. If we draw a trend line from here, because today it hasn't moved so much, GBP JPY. And let's see the gold. Yeah, gold has also not moved so much, so we can expect a good movement in GJ and gold, because as we will be moving into the volume times, then we can expect some moves to take place. So yeah, we should be, ready. Okay, so let's look at the gold here in 30 minutes. Yeah, this makes total sense now. So I think, yeah, we can have good buys above this area over here in gold. Look, GBJP has just rejected this area, rejected all the way. So now look here, GBJPY doesn't come all the way down to this level, which was coming from the left. So it just rejected here. Why? Because this is the area here also. This was the area also. So that's why it's very important to have proper range to execute a trade, and you should be, knowing that where it can go and where the possible targets will be. Nishal Gautam is saying, is it a good idea to execute buy on gold after it crosses above 1895.950? Let's see here, 1895.950. This area over here. No, I don't think so. I should, if anybody wants to execute a buy in gold, then you should just wait for a close above 1897.19. Yeah, because if you execute a buy here, then you are just very near to the resistance here. So I don't think that's a good idea. But if you are talking about the 5 minutes here, then you might have something here. I think good buys will be above this zone only, even though The 5 minutes is looking good, and if somebody wants to execute a buy, then this can be the point. But I'll wait, because I think we should be trading in a much clear picture, because right now the candles are struggling. Okay, GJ just having a move to the upside here. Or wait for the retest. Yeah, waiting for a retest will be a good idea. But then I would say that this should be a no trade zone. Because look at the bigger picture. Gold hasn't moved much today, right? So if we just wait and gold really wants to move today, then it has to go up or down. So we just gave two levels here. One is down here and one is up here. And right now, if we take this zone as a no trade zone, then we can expect the market, if gold really wants to make a move today, then he has to cross above this level if it wants to go up, right? So when it's crossing above this level, then we know that okay, we have crossed above this trend line, and we have crossed above this zone over here. Now we are moving up, so let's take a buy. That will be a more good idea. But now if gold is dropping here and closes below this level over here, then we can say okay, so we have just came down over here and we are entering a new zone for today. So I think gold will be moving down, so at that point you can take a sell trade. So that's why these two areas make sense here, because gold hasn't moved much today, so it has to make its move. If not, then today will be a ranging day. So yeah, I'll be waiting for a gold to make its move. GJ closed bullish. Let's see here. So 4-hour candle is now moving up. So this move can be a fake out move here. Let's see. The thing is, there is no range. There is no range here. I think if it goes to 1895.50, make a retest, then go towards up, that would be good. but we wait better. No trade is better than losing trade. Yeah, exactly, that's really true, and really the best thing here, because you should just wait, and if you just miss that trade, then it's also good, because it's always better not to have a losing trade. Instead you just miss the trade. Okay, look, gold is also pushing up now. Let's see here. 16, 17 pips. Nah, not a good idea. It can just make a move up, then reject this area and starts to move down. So no, not a good idea. 155.044, which is this area, and in the 4 hour, okay, this wick over here. GJ is really struggling at this price levels, because whenever a market is at the support or resistance level, market becomes confused. Why? Because from that point it wants to go down, and from that point it wants to go up. So the thing is, traders, some traders are going buy over here for the market to move up. Some traders are going sell over here for the market to move down. So it's always better to wait for the market to, give a little push and leave these areas behind. So once the market starts to go away from these levels, then you should be getting some clarity. Okay, so we are now moving away, far away from this level over here. So maybe now the market is, finally getting its direction and it's moving that way. So that's why just be very careful when the market is at a support or a resistance level. Like right here, maybe the market just decided now to go up in gold, so the market is leaving that area behind. First is this, it made this support over here, then second support over here, then third support over here, and it's moving up. So now 21 minutes left here for this candle to close. Yeah, the range is really not good. GJ is also trying to go up, but it's not going up. It's rejecting this area. So right now there is nothing in the market. Gold has broken the area. With volume it should push up, but if it's reject this area, then we will be getting a long wick at this point. But if it's respecting the 4-hour analysis, then in smaller time frames it should move up. So now this candle may just fill this wick and finally break above this level and move up. So I'll wait for a candle to close above this zone to execute buys. So if we look in the smaller time frames here, then I think 5 minutes. Yeah. So if we look in the smaller time frames here, then we are getting this channel over here. So as we will be moving towards the NY Open, then so less than a minute left here for the 15-minute candle in gold to close. So let's see where this candle will be closing. So if the next candle takes a support from this line, then it can eventually go up. "17 seconds left." Okay, so next candle just started here. So previous 15-minute candle closed bullish. This candle should take a support from here and then should move up. GBP JPY 15-minute candle is rejecting this area and moving down here. So if the current 15-minute candle in gold crosses above the previous candle's high, then there is a very high chance that with volume gold will be moving all the way up. How was your daily life before you get involved in trade? Uh, my life was normal. I was doing job in a academy, and after that I just switched to trading. So it was hard in the start in trading, and nothing much interesting was there in my life. It just trading was the only thing. Now I just think about only trading and nothing else. So my life was normal before the trading, and my life was normal right now also. It just uh when it comes to trading now, the thing is you have to be disciplined. You have to be, be on the work on time on the daily basis, because people are now joining you, people are now working with you. So just that's the difference comes after trading in my daily life. I became consistent and more responsible towards work. So because really needs a lot of discipline when it comes to trading. Even though when you are taking a trade, and even though when you are doing live streams or doing something else. So that's the only difference I got. I became responsible. So now it has to reject this area gold, and the thing is, look, now it will be a good buy. Why? Because I'm bending my rules a little bit, but I told you that it's not a good idea to take a buy below this area. But the thing is, as we can see, the channel is here, right? And the candle is rejecting the exact area here on the channel. And if the current candle break the high over here, high of the previous candle, then that means that this is respecting our channel, and there is a very high chance that the gold can move all the way up by respecting the channel, and we have this room left over here. So I think we can easily grab 10 pips out of these pips over here. So I think I'm gonna enter a buy trade once this current candle breaks the high of the previous candle, because it also crosses above this trend line, and we have room here available in this channel. So I think that will be a good idea, but I'll be very careful after I take this trade. Because if it continues to move down, then there will not be any trade here in gold in this area. There will be only a buy trade at this point. Okay, GJ is rejecting this area. Let's see here in the 4 hour. What's it? Okay, so we have more than 1 hour left for the 4 hour candle to close in GBPJPY. I don't know, the market is just ranging. It's just ranging here. We need a lot of volume in the market to just push it up. So guys, once it break above the high, my stops will be below this wick around 12 pips, and target will be all the way up, but first target will be around 10 pips. Plus the thing is, this will be a breakout on the 4 hour chart in gold here, so it can move up with volume. It's moving up now. Let's see here in the 5 minutes what the 5 minutes is doing. Okay, in the 5 minute it looks like that it's about to break the high over here, which is a good sign for a buy trade. So let's look at the 30 minutes. 30 minutes looks good. Okay, the thing is 30 minute is having just 5 minutes left here. 30 minute is not having much time. I don't think this buy will be a good idea because 30-minute candle is having only 5 minutes left to close, and this candle is kind of rejecting this area in the last 5 minutes. Doesn't make any sense. I'll wait for the 30-minute candle to close first, and after that I'll take a trade if there is a trade. The volume just died here in the market. Nothing. Nothing is happening here. Okay, so 15-minute candle in gold and GJ is about to close here in 1 minute. It looks like gold gold will be moving down soon. No movement, nothing. 20 seconds. So if I get a bearish candle here in GJ after this 15-minute candle, suppose the next candle I get is a bearish candle with a wick, rejection wick, and if I get that candle and at the next candle of that, if that candle break the low of this bearish candle which will be forming, then I'll take a sell trade, because as we look at the left, the same move happened here, the same move happened here, the same move happened here. So if the same move is happening here, then there's a very high chance that this thing will be repeating here. So I'll take a chance for that, and I'll take a sell in GJ, which can give me around 24 pips, because as we look in closely here, it's moving in a channel. So if we are moving in a channel, then we know that if this rejects this area and after the 15-minute it just closes bearish, then there's a very high chance it can go down. Okay, gold is doing nothing. Just nothing in gold. Now it's better to wait for a candle to close above that area. Because the thing is, now 1 hour 30 minute left here for the 4-hour candle in JPY to close. So if this candle starts to go down again and fill this whole wick over here, then we will be getting a 4-hour bearish candle after the 1 hour 30 minute close in this current 4-hour candle. So which can lead GJ to this level over here, because it may just starts to fall down. So that's the whole idea for GJ trade, but for that we really need to have a bearish candle at this point. But I think it should give us some rejection on the top of it, so that we can take a sell in the next candle. So now we need to wait for 12 more minutes here. Let me just turn some music on here. Alright, so gold is sorry. Alright, so the gold is just rejecting this area, I think, and should be moving down. See, that's why it was really important, for us to take a trade after a confirmation happens. People who just took this trade over here, you know got up around 5-6 pips, and it just returned all the way back. Now we don't know where it will be going, because it may go down, it may go up, so don't know. But if we succeed to execute a trade here in GJ and it starts to move down from here, then look at the point here. This point will be extremely good for us to hold the trade longer, because we know that if GBP JPY crosses below this area 154.585, then it may move further down. So we can just hold this trade as much longer as we want, if only if it just give us a bearish candle here. So GJ trying to go up. How is COVID situation in India? It's really not good. It's it's totally bad, to be very honest. The thing is, the media here in India is just exaggerating the things, and the people are just, you know, I think that it's more psychological than the COVID thing, to be very frank. It's more of a psychological part playing by the media, and everybody's just, scared and like that. So, because people are getting heart attacks, more cases are coming of the heart attacks in India. So, don't look at the news comes on the TV by the big channels. I'll just go to social media to look for the news, because you cannot just trust the media here in India. But yeah, there is some very serious situation in India due to COVID. I can say that because my friend's mother just got expired few days back because of COVID, and I know lot of people who got expired due to the COVID. So really, really, really bad situation here. Guys, in few days Discord channel will be up. Yeah, actually the thing is, in India there is just one problem. When you give people some space, and you let the people do their own thing by their own, they just misuse them. They just misuse those things. They just forget that uh, we should not do that, and we should just wear the mask at least. Wear the mask at least. They even don't wear that, and due to which this whole crisis just happened within few days, and the cases went off the roof. So that's the problem with Indians. Okay, gold is just stuck here doing nothing. GJ is giving us a bearish candle, which is good. So what I'm going to do is I'll just keep my stop loss above this area, and which will be around 8 pips. And if the next candle breaks this low over here, then I'll going to execute a sell trade by trusting the volume and the analysis coming from the left. Let's see if it's making some sort of symmetry here. Yeah, I think this will be a good idea to execute sells. We have this minor support here, and if this current 15-minute candle closes below this area, then this makes total sense of executing a sells below this break over here. Right now it's moving up, so cannot say anything. Gold also moving up. Yeah, there's no point taking buys in gold now. I just want this GBP JPY candle to close bearish below this support area over here. That will be a really good thing to, execute sells. Did you found any drastic movement in gold and GJ at first COVID attack? Last year I think you're talking about. Yeah, actually, many accounts just got blow away last year because I was trading without stop loss in some trades. So it just went totally opposite, and my account just got washed away. Oh, gold just went up. Look at this movement over here. Damn. Gold just went up. The thing is, it can just go straight up. But if it just closes above, then that will be good. "15-minute candle is about to close in 1 minute here, and I think if gold closes above this area, then at the next candle, you can take a buy trade to execute buys. Yeah, next candle buys will make total sense. Yeah, he runs out again. I think that just happened within few seconds. I just look at GJ, and when I look back at gold, it just went up. So anybody just took this trade over here in gold? Anybody got this trade? Oh, look at this movement over here. 19 pips. 19 pips of movement in just few minutes. And look at this thing over here. It's about to break the high of the previous candles, and I think I took a trade, but he faked me out. Yeah, that's the problem with the gold. Look, 30 seconds left here, and if the next candle break this high over here, I'm going to execute a buy for sure. Oh, that's good, Abhishek. If you just took this trade, you can just close the partials and let the rest run, because now it can reject, and it can move up, I think. Because the thing is, the 4-hour candle here, the 4-hour candle is about to break the high, and it can reject this area a little bit and then it can move up. But if it just push down a little bit, then it can break the high and we can take a trade. I think I'll be getting okay. GJ just closed like this, like the way we want. So I'll wait for GJ to break the low of the previous 15-minute candle, and I'll execute sells. Okay, it broke the low. Gold is also going up, I think. Alright. So once this candle break, okay, I just took a sell by mistake. I took buy. What the fuck? I closed the buy position. Now I'm here in the sell position here. At this point, stops above this point and take profit all the way down. Really anticipating for the price to move down now. Oh man, I just lost $1 because of because of the wrong trade I took here. Anyways. Come on, GJ, I know you can do this, so just not disappoint us. It's good, it's coming down now. So the good thing is that in 13 minutes there will be NY open, and I think NY open what the hell, NY open can give us a nice push towards down move, towards here at this point. And if we look at the 4-hour, let's see here, the 4-hour candle is now coming down, so we can expect a wick fill in the 4-hour, and this candle can close down, because if this candle closes down here, then GJ will be going down, all the way down. But the thing is, it should not just go up. So once this candle break this low, then also our chances of going down will be increasing. Because after that we have this clean range, then this area problem here, and once we start to go down, we will recognize it that we are going down. Look, the gold is just doing the gold thing over here. It's just retracing back, but that's a good sign. If anybody wants to take a buy in gold, then he can take a buy above this area. I will not be taking a buy trade in gold because I'm already in GJ sells. So if anybody wants to execute a buy, then 1898.25 will be a good area. What other chart pattern you use, like channel? Look, Nishal, I use so many things. Like I use these what do we channels here, and I use symmetry, and I use these volume times, and support resistance I use also. I always try to take a early entry. Why? Because if this entry is correct, look, our stop loss is just 6.7 pips, right? And if this entry is correct, look at the winning side over here. We have around, what do we say, 24 pips. 24 pips plus I use one more thing. I use this 4-hour charting analysis very much, because I this gives me more confirmations about the analysis and where the market will be going. So I use all these things together. Yes, Aman, I also want GJ to come all the way down. I just want GJ to crash because it's been too long. I haven't, got a good trade. Gold is just a runner here. It just ran in few seconds. So look, here the market just respected this analysis, and look, the market just came all the way down, right? Here the market respected this area, came down, and the basic thing is, Nishchal, that I use Uncle Ted and Raja both techniques together, and my own techniques, right? So all these three things mixing up together creates a good analysis, which helps me a lot. So now we have 9 minutes here left for the GBP JPY 15-minute candle to close, and 1 hour candle also will be closing in. Yeah. Okay, so look at this thing. So 1 hour candle can be a wick fill over here. So yeah. And now one thing I want to mention is, hello Pulak, how are you? And one thing I want to mention here is that if this current candle breaks its own high now, I'll be closing half of the trade, which will be around 1.9, 2 pips of loss, and I'll let the rest of the trade run. Can you explain, Uncle Ted, and your technician? Uh, what, my technician? I don't understand. What are you talking about, the technician thing? Yeah, about Uncle Ted. Yeah, I can explain that thing. Let's go. Basically, this 4-hour charting analysis has came from Uncle Ted. So he plots recent support and resistance according to the 4-hour, and he see when the market leaves those areas. Like right here, the market rejected this area. Now here it starts to leave this area. Why? Because you can see the bodies are there here at this point, but the bodies are not there at this point. So when the graph starts to leave this area, Uncle Ted takes a trade like right here, because at that point he knows that the market is now leaving these zones behind, and the next target will be this area over here. So yeah, he just trades like that. He waits for the market to go far away from the support or resistance, and after that he takes the trade. Okay, so look, it just break below this low over here. I think you can use different things also due to your experience. Yeah, that's true. Experience plays a major role here. Okay, GJ is coming down. Good. Technical analysis. Yeah, my technical analysis for this trade is, I just draw this channel, and by looking in the past, I know that whenever the market reaches this area, this trend line, it rejected and came back down. It rejected and came back down. Again, it went up, it rejected and coming down. So now I'm expecting the price to move down, creating another low at this point. So I'm expecting GJ to do that. But in case it starts to go up and break its own high, then I'll be ready for that also, because it, it if it's respecting the previous analysis, but that doesn't mean that 100% it will be sure and will be coming down. That's not the case. So but there are more chances of that, because it did the same thing earlier, and we know that GJ wants to go down because the symmetry is also moving like this. So so that's why I took this trade. I kept my stop loss above these wicks over here to give my trade some room to breathe, and I made this zone over here which was coming from the left. First tap, second tap, third tap, fourth, fifth, and this is the sixth tap, seventh tap. Yep. So now I'm expecting the market to move all the way down. Explain a little bit more about Uncle Ted idea. Uh oh, look at this gold here. I think it will be going up now. Yeah, it should be. What's your name? My name is Abhimanyu. Hello, PS Gore. How are you? More about Uncle Ted. Well, this is the. Uh, just hold on a sec. I'm receiving a call here. So yeah, look, the gold is just moving up as expected. Now it should be moving with volume, because I think the 4-hour candle is breaking the high. Yeah, the 4-hour candle is breaking the high here. Look, who was asking me? Bullock, I think. Yeah, Bullock. Look at this thing over here. This is a really good example how Uncle Ted trades. Uh, this was a support here. I marked this support at this point. I marked this support here at this point. So market just went up and came back down to test this support. It failed to cross below. So this candle was moving up. So I know that if this candle is also respecting this support over here, then I should wait for gold to move far away from this level of support, because my next price and point will be this area over here. So I waited, and this was the correct time here to take this opportunity, because at this time, if you look in the 4-hour, the market is breaking above the high of the previous candle. So I know that when the market breaks the previous high of candle, then it's likely to move up in the buy direction. So that's why this trade total just makes total sense here. So if anybody just took this trade, congratulations to him. You just got 11 pips. So yeah, that's the thing about Uncle Ted's analysis. I just put everything into my course, so if anybody just wants to become an independent trader, they are really welcome. Oh, look at this thing over here, man. It's just flying away. 17 pips right now. Is there any video on Uncle Ted? I don't know. There was a database previously there on the internet, so few years back I just found that database and I just got everything there. What's the fee? Fee is $300 for my course. PS Gore is already doing my course, and he's there here on live with us. And GJ Novik at bottom. Yes, that's true. That's true. That's what I was about to point out. There was Novik on the bottom in the 15 minutes here, but still we have, okay, I think 30 minutes. 1 hour candle is also alright. So there is this problem here with this trade now. Now what I'm going to do is I'll just, good afternoon, I'm fine and waiting for more video. Yeah, I'll send you the next video today or tomorrow, most probably. I'll just keep my stop loss here above the previous candle's high, and let's just adjust the stop loss first, because now it's kind of dangerous. Yeah, so I just kept my stop loss here, as you can see. I just kept my stop loss at this top, and I'll be closing half of the trade when this candle, goes back to my break even point. So by doing this, I'll be risking off 50% of my trade, and then I'll be just losing $2 in this trade. So this is how I'm going to manage my risk, and I think this should be dropping down. And let's see how much time the 4 hour candle is having. 4 hour candle is having around 1 hour left. So yeah, let's see how this will be going. Well, gold trade was more good, I think. So I want this candle to create a liquidity wick and starts to move down. This candle is straight away rejecting this area from the left. So if he stays below this area, like it's like 154.800, you can say. If GJ stays below this area, then it's good to hold this trade. Please explain liquidity wick. Liquidity wick. Okay, let me just explain. Let's just take a good example somewhere. Okay, look at this wick over here. This wick over here. So when the market was there, it went all the way up, right? So the traders who were impatient, they took buys at this point. So the market grabbed all the buyers over here, and it just take some volume in it. The market grabbed volume inside it and rejected this area and closed back in the sell position all the way down. So all these buyers here were trapped in the buy positions, and when the market came down all the way back, this becomes a liquidity wick. By the term liquid, it means that liquid means money flowing in the market. Money means volume flowing in the market. So you can totally relate liquidity with the volume. So this is a volume grabber and straight down, because look at this rejection over here, rejection wick. You can also call this rejection wick, rejection and straight down. So to move down, a candle has to create a liquidity wick, like here, liquidity wick. This is liquidity wick, this is also liquidity wick. So that's the liquidity wick. So if this current 15-minute candle closes below this area and the next candle breaks the low, then then there will be a very high chance that GJ will be going down. Plus we have already entered in New York Open, so with volume it can push down, but if not, then we are also ready for that. Can you explain GJ 4-hour no wick at bottom? In the GJ 4-hour there is a wick right now. Yeah, there is a wick, huge wick over here in GJ. It was the 15-minute time frame and 30-minute and 1-hour time frame. These three time frames there is no wick on the bottom. So whenever that happens, then there is a very less chance, or you can say 50-50 chance for the market to move down. But if the market wants to go down, then it has to create some sort of this movement, which is it's doing right now, and then this movement. No, fourth number candle. If you can send me a chart, then that will be great, because there are so many candles, so I don't know which particular candle you are talking about. So just send me a chart and I'll look for that. Bullish 4-hour, let's see. But there is no bullish candle here. Let's see if we are having some that candle here. This candle, are you talking about this one? Thank you, Marcio Santos. Really, thank you so much. But this candle is having a wick on the bottom and the top, and you can say that this candle just rejected this support here from the left. There is this support here, so candle came down, respected this area, next candle went up, tested that high. So that's the simple case here. Oh, that's the case. Look, you will always having different charts on different types of brokers because of the difference in time zones of the brokers. So I'll just suggest you that use one thing only, just one thing. Either use your MT5 feeds for your trades, or either use this trading view for your trades. I use this thing over here to execute my trades, and I do big time analysis, like larger time framed analysis in this MetaTrader here, because in larger time frames it really doesn't make any sense, it doesn't make any difference to look for the wicks or something like that. So, and if you look at this here 30-minute candle here, this 30-minute candle is having a small wick on the bottom, right? But if you look at the trading view, we don't have a wick here. But if your analysis is correct and everything is good, then you are good. Why is trading GU harder than GJ? I don't think that, because GJ, GU has its own way of moving and GJ has its own way of moving. So if you are just trading GU and if you are looking at the GU from all the time, then you will realize that that's also the same, like it moves every day, so it repeats its move every day. So you won't be facing any difficulties if you trade just GU. And if you trade just GU, then just stick to GU. And if you're trading GJ, then just stick to GJ. So 4 minutes left here, and I really want this candle to close below this area to go down. Just 3 more minutes we need to wait for this candle to close. Look at the gold here. It just rejected at the top of the wick. Yeah, this wick. But I think gold will be moving up because it has just broke up of the previous candle's wick. So it might just create a support and then it will be moving up. So that's also a good case, because if we just stopped out in GJ, then there will be another trade for us to trade. So once it just make a support and break that area, then you can just grab a buy. GJ is rejecting here. 2 minutes left for the candle to close. I am in 4.5 pips of profit right now. Let's see here in the 4 hour. 4 hour candle is coming down, but it has to come down in 45 more minutes. I want this candle to close below this area, because if that doesn't happen and it closes above this area, then that will be a problem, because that means that this candle is rejecting this area and respecting the support, and I don't want that. I want GJ to close below this candle 4 hour, and the next 4 hour candle might break the low and continue moving down. Because if that thing happened, and if I'll be holding this trade at that time, then man, just think of the move we are getting. We will getting around 30-40 pips at least. 30-40 pips. But for that, it really needs to reject this area and starts to go down. 20 more seconds. Look here also, this candle just closed with no wick and it starts to go up. Here also, this candle closed with no wick. But now we are managing our trade in such a way that we will be having only I think 1 pip to lose. So we can just give a chance to this trade. So yeah. And it's going up. Let's get ready. The 15-minute candle broke the high of the previous 15-minute candle here. Not a good sign. I am ready to close the half. So I'll be closing the half once it just tapped into my trade area. Oh, gold is moving up. I think if it breaks the high, it should be moving up. So now this is the point. Because if it goes up, then 4-hour candle can also move up. So that means this 4-hour candle will be moving more up to fill this wick. Yeah, 20-30 pips move it should be giving us. Oh, it's a good sign. GJ rejecting this area, creating liquidity wick at this point. And if it breaks the low over here, then there is a very high chance that it will be going down. Coach, how many pips do you close in profit? Are you closing 90% when in 10 pips? And how do you manage the profits? Yes, I close 90% at 10 pips and I let the rest run. But in this case over here, in this particular case, I think I'll be booking around 15 to 20 pips, and after 15 to 20 pips I'll be closing 90% of the trade and I'll let the runner run, because I know that if GBP JPY just starts to go down, then this will be the point here. It will be going. And the thing is, if this candle breaks this low over here and I'll get somewhere around 10 pips, then I'll just take my stop loss to break even, so that I can just take all the risk off from the trade. Let's see here, 30 minutes. 30 minutes also. It's moving up. Alright, GJ is moving down, break the low over here. I think volume is coming in. Nice. I'm in 5.5 pips of profit right now. You're welcome. Nine minutes left here. So now the thing is, if this candle starts to go up and I think, and if this candle comes to my break-even point, then at that point I might be closing everything, because this candle just created a liquidity wick at that point, and if it starts to go up, break its own high and come to my break-even point, then I think that at that point there will be no point of giving this trade some chance to run, because but it looks like it's coming down. That's a good thing over here. 6.4 pips of profit right now. Come on, GJ, come all the way down. Oh, gold just tapped into that green line. I think gold will be moving up. Look, this is a high volume time, so when the previous candle just showed us no volume, and if there is a volume coming in NY open, then this is the time. It should be making big candles and should be moving somewhere. So let's see in the 4 hour. Yeah, 4 hour is going down now. That's a great thing over here. I want this 4 hour candle to close below this blue line. Yeah, 8.5 pips. Look at this thing over here. Look, this is the only benefit of this early entry, because some traders just took a trade right here at this point. So their 10 pips will be around at this point, and at this point my trade will be having around 16-17 pips. So that's the thing Uncle Ted always tells their trader, that just try to spot a early entry and get ready for it to set up, and just look forward to it. Look at this thing, gold just rejected that area, it didn't cross above. Damn. Now everything just depends upon the 4 hour candle here. Everything depends on this candle. This candle can reject this area, this candle can accept this area, anything can happen. Really important area. Okay, so we got just 10 pips here. Congratulations everybody. People who want to close, they can close. So this is our 10 pips just reached. And at this point, what I'll be doing is I'll be just putting my stop loss on break even and let the trade run. Okay, so I just took my stop loss at this level. So look, now I was ready for this trade to happen. I saw this happening here when I took this trade. Why? Because of the smaller time frame analysis. So this is how you should, getting yourself ready before taking a trade. This is how you should spot your trades. So now it's moving down 11.2 pips, 12 pips. I think I should be booking my partials, but the thing is still moving in a channel, and I think it has potential to come down to this level at least. And we have 4-hour candle also. 30 minutes left. So the next 30-minute candle can move down. Yeah. So one lose on gold, then one win on gold, and one win on GJ. Oh, that's really great. So I think you are in profit on total. So that's a good thing. Now it's just time to be patient and just wait, because at this point I am also about to lose my patience in this trade, because I am already 10 pips up and want to close, but still I want to, let my winners big than my losers. So I'll wait and I'll test my patience at this level. So look, I have nothing to lose today. Even if this trade goes back to my break even, then also I won't be losing anything, and I have not traded anything before this trade. So I can just keep my patience and trust in this trade and letting this trade run. Yeah, happiness fruits, if you can share your charts here, then it would be great. Thank you. Do you have the no, I don't have clapping hands like Raja. Soon I'll be starting Zoom sessions, and it will be free for everyone. So we will be just meeting on having a meeting on Zoom, and we will be trading on Zoom. So we will be having two things for YouTube and Zoom both. So I'll be taking this their clapping thing there. So yeah, we will be doing that thing. Great idea. Okay, look, GJ is going down. Look, 13 pips, 12.5, 12.4. And now here's the thing, another thing I want to share. Look, we all know that we took this trade in 15-minute time frame right here, and now this trade is going into 4-hour. Why? Because this 4-hour candle is respecting our analysis and moving all the way down, and now we have to wait 30 more minutes here for this 4-hour candle to close. And once this candle closes, if this candle closes below this area, then we can keep this trade running for a few more pips, and if this candle closes above this range, then we can close the trade. So that's the thing. And if we look at the daily time frame is also coming down to fill the previous daily's wick, and it can eventually go down. Weekly just broke the previous candle low. So yeah. So getting some sort of rejections here. This candle is about to close in 15 seconds. 30-minute candles are also closing in 7 seconds here. Okay, candle just closed. That's great. Now this candle can create a liquidity wick, and after that it can fall down. Gold is moving up. Oh, I think this is the point. This is the point. But it broke the high in first few seconds. But still, this is with no wick on the bottom, so with volume it can push up. Yeah. Oh, it just pushed up. Straight 7 pips. Nice. Look, GJ just created a liquidity wick, I think, on the upside. Let's see if it's coinciding with some. Yeah, it's coinciding with this area over here. It's matching with this area. It rejected this area, now coming down. So it should stay below 154.720 to go down. I cashed that gold. Oh, that's really nice. But happiness fruits, I think it's, you just took the fourth trade for today, and I don't want you to trade anymore. Just keep your wins with you and just enjoy the day. If that was your fourth trade and you just won that also, so there's nothing more left here today for you to trade. So just enjoy your day with your profits. Oh, look at this move on gold. 15 pips again. So look, we analyzed the gold here. First trade we analyzed here. It gave us around 17-18 pips. Then this was the second trade. But GJ is just doing nothing. It's just testing the patience. I have just closed half trade here in GBP JPY. I think I should, yeah, I have just closed half trade here because I wanted to book some profits. Because if, look, I just booked this trade in, yeah, this 12 pips of profit here, and I'll let this trade run. So even if this trade hits my break even, I'm having winning day here. So yeah, I'll wait for 4-hour candle to close in GBP JPY, and I think that it will be closing below this support over here. Yeah, gold will not stop now because it has just broke above. Yeah, if the next candle break the high here in gold, for which it needs to make some support, then you are good to go. So I think gold should be moving like it should be going up from here, and then it should come down 4-hour wick, and then should be moving up. This type of thing it should be doing if it wants to go up. If not, then it can do anything. We don't care. So today we called out One, two, three trades. GBP JPY sells 10 pips. Gold buys 1. Look, the gold is doing the same thing I was expecting it to do. So gold buys, how much pips we got? Around 15 pips. Gold buys second, 15 pips again. Okay, so yeah. GJ is also coming down. Yeah, that's really nice. Yeah, that's great. Win on gold. That's really great. Oh man, look at this move. Now I'm thinking, why did I choose GBP JPY to trade today? Why not gold? Even though I called this trade, but I was in the trade, so need to respect my rules. So that's why. But I think it should be now coming down here. 6 minutes left for, let's see, 4 hour candles having 20 minutes. 20 minutes left for the 4 hour candle to close. It's coming down now. Oh, look at this rejection in gold. Damn, gold just rejected this area. Just rejected this area. Let's see what the 4 hour is telling us. 4 hour looks like it's just retracing back because now the 4 hour candle is about to close, and it's just retracing back so that the next 4 hour candle can fill this wick and then eventually break above and continue to this level. So that's the case here, I think. That's why it's moving down. So now 2 more minutes left here for the 30-minute candle to, oh no, for the 15-minute candle to close. Yeah, I think, yeah, it's now dropping. Dropping. This candle should fill these wicks and eventually fall down to fill these wicks. But the rejection, this rejection. Right now I'm in 16 pips of profit. 16 increasing to 17. 17 pips of profit is there with me right now. Look at this thing. That's why early entry, proper entry is really important. It give you time to trade, for your trade to take some breathe, or it gives you also time for manage your trade properly, and it gives you more profit, obviously. So 15-minute candle is about to close in 1 minute. So I think, yeah, if we have a candle break below this trend line over here, then GJ is gone. So let's hope that the next 15-minute candle closes below this area so that it can just retrace back to this line and starts to go down again. I think this 15-minute candle should take this 30-minute candle down, all the way down. Let's see. So now I'll take my stop loss above this candle's high and it will be in profit now. Let's do this. Gold is huge rejection. Yes, that's true. Gold is giving. Oh, damn. Oh, it just rejected that area. I think there is this news also was about to come. Let's just check. There was a news. This is just because of the news, I think. 6 o'clock. Yeah, good trade balance. USD news was there. I think that's why it just dropped. Happiness fruits. Look at this here. If you're still live, look at this here. I hope you just book everything here, because if not, then I don't know what to say. Damn, it's just moving down. Let's see. But you know what I think? She's gold. My fingers want to press the button. No. Just stay out of this trade. Stay out of every trade now. You won 4 trades. I am counting your trades. Because if anyone who just took a buy here, look at this thing over here. If anyone just took this buy at this point, hoping for the candle to break above and going up. Damn, really feeling very sorry about those. Yeah, that's a really good thing. Even though this just now goes to hell, but just stay out of this trade. Because right now the news is there, right? So it can again reject this area and again move up. That's the same thing can happen. The same thing happened here also. So the same thing can happen here also. So if anybody wants to enter right here, then he might just get trapped, because this is news, and at the time of news you just stay out of it. I was looking at the news for Thursday. It's a big day. Thursday. Okay. Yeah, that's good for us, because if there will be news, then there will be volume. Look at this move over here. It may affect somewhere around in GJ also, so I took sell 1902.751. 1902. You took a sell here? But why? Because the candle was printing bullish. Even though you are in profit, that's good, but there was nothing to take sells about. Yeah, There was really nothing here to take sells. What if it really just, broke above this high and flew away? Then USD news good. Okay, so you took the trade on the basis of news. Okay. That's good. But just always, wait for some confirmations. I think good sells will be when then this candle just huge gave us huge rejection, closed bearish, and the next candle broke this low over here. Then this was your trade. This was your trade with confirmations all the way down. 1902 gold. Cash too early. Yeah, so just wait for some confirmations. I'm happy for you that you just took that trade and you're in profit. But I'll still say that wait for confirmations. So I think that's it for today, guys, and let's take a leave. I'll be managing this trade. I booked 50% in 12 pips, and I'll be booking rest after the 4-hour candle close. I'll see that. Okay, look, the gold is now about to break the previous candle's low, and in the last 8 minutes, I don't know, it will reject or accept that area. So just stay out of gold. And yeah, 4-hour candle is about to close here below this zone. So if this closes below this zone, then I'll keep this trade running and I'll manage this trade accordingly, because I have now nothing to lose and I'm already up for the day. So that's it. Take care, everyone, and enjoy your day. Yeah, thank you Marcio. Enjoy your day, everybody. Take care. Let's meet tomorrow.